Okay, so lyrical storytelling. So because I'm working with, like I said, five pillars or five foundations of songwriting that I'm going to keep talking about all the time. Today is going to be about lyrical storytelling, because one of the foundations is lyrics, just broad lyrics, but another foundation of the five is storytelling through lyrics, lyrical storytelling. So that's what today's going to be on, lyrical storytelling, and it's going to be, well, I hope it's going to be quickish. What I want us to talk about is, well, it's a really good idea to, I like to do this before I've even written a song. Let's say you've decided to write a song, you haven't just somehow smashed this song out of nowhere and it took you 4 minutes to write the song and you've written the whole lyrics, a whole lot. That's a bit of a different story. But in this, let's say you want to write a song and you know sort of roughly what you want to write about, then I like to set out on paper, actually set out, this is what I want to talk about today. You nutshell each section of your song. So if you're going verse and you're going a chorus, and let's say you're going another verse, a second verse, and then another chorus, you would nutshell verse 1, just the tiniest sentence. What is this verse 1 going to be about? Then you nutshell verse 2. What's verse 2 going to be about? You nutshell the chorus. What's the chorus going to be about? And you pre-plan it that way so that the story makes sense. It's vital. It's so important that your lyrics tell a story and make sense in a story form, that they're telling a complete story. So let me just give you a real quick kind of example, like verse 1, here's the problem. Verse 2, this is how the problem came about. The chorus, how would it feel if it was better? So with that quick nutshell story plot there for the verse 1, verse 2 and a chorus, that straight away sets the foundation of a really good story that's going to be laid out, so that when the listener, your audience is listening, they really grab on to the story. They really get it. They really get it because you've already pre-planned it to be a very clear story through your song. You did it before you began. I hope I'm not raving a bit too much here, fumbling around. So you get it. So I'll say it again in this example. Verse 1, here's the problem. So if it's a love story, present the problem going on for this couple. Verse 2, what did I say? I can't even remember what I said, but I'll just think of something now. Verse 2, so verse 1, here's the problem. Verse 2, yeah, this is how the problem came about. Alright, so verse 2, this is how the problem came about. So for the love couple, here's how the problem came about. Now the chorus, how would it feel if it was better? So now you write about how it would feel if it was better for this couple. This is just so good to do. I cannot stress this enough. Lyrical storytelling, you're either going to absolutely fluke it with your song, and great if you do. I've done it. I've written an absolute beauty of a song and I've just totally fluked the whole thing, meaning I just wrote the lyrics down, I had no plan whatsoever, and at the end of the day the song was really good, really good. But most of the time I can't advise more than to have a plan like I'm saying here, so that you can be sure it's going to be a really thorough, thought out, thorough story for the audience. So your audience is going to be really taken in by your songs because they want to know the story, the whole story, the end of the story, the middle of the story, the beginning of the story. They love it. That's what's going to do it. So I've got a latest song I'm writing right now called Princess of the Sea, and in that I said verse 1 would be, here's how I used to think, here's what I thought I wanted. That's verse 1. Verse 2, here's the problem now. Not now. Here's the problem that got created from what I used to think I wanted in verse 1, right? Verse 1, what I used to think I wanted. Verse 2, the problem that came about that stopped me getting what I thought I wanted. And then in the chorus, I've nutshelled it down to, and this is how it is now. Here's how it is now. So there's a real complete story going on there. I actually got 3 verses. Well, I won't talk about that because that's another topic. This angle I want to go on for a 3rd verse, but forget that for now. Just keep in mind, very close to mind, what I'm trying to say here is that. So what I'm really teaching here today is nutshelling each section of your song, your verses, your chorus. If you've got a pre-chorus, your pre-chorus. If you've got a middle 8, your middle 8. If you've got an outro, your outro. If the outro is not the same as the chorus. Each one of those sections of your song will be nutshelled with a simple little sentence like that, telling you what you've got to write for that verse. That one sentence will tell you that, so you get a great sounding story. I can't stress it enough. It's top stuff. It's brilliant. Get into it. You really use it. It's fantastic. Right, as I've said, if you've got any problems with your songs, any issues, any help you want, any thoughts, any insights that you want me to have a look at, a listen to, you want to ask me something, please do that for sure. Leave a comment on the YouTube page or email me. You can email me. I'll answer all the emails, and we'll go from there. We'll get into it. I'll answer you back and see if I can help you. Okay, thank you.